Hi everyone, welcome to Shading a Library with Inspiration Sean using Inkarnate Pro. To begin, I need to drop the brightness in varying degrees. This helps denote the elevation change and gives the illusion of depth. I'm doing it to all the brass pieces in the stairs right now, and then I will repeat with the other side. Following this, I will be moving to the outside shelves where you have to reduce the brightness as well. I usually reduce it to about 50% brightness, but these shelves are going to change depending on where your light source is, and the sizes of the shelves are different. Shelves that are lower to the ground and closer to the light source are going to be lighter than the shelves that are higher. So that's what I'm doing here. It also is difficult because the shelves are different sizes to help denote the height of the shelves. So this is a little interesting. You have to play around with it a little bit to figure out which brightness works best for you. Then we're going to add a light source and reduce the brightness on other ones. Then you grab the asset and drop its brightness to 0, its opacity to about 0.3, and then you can create a shadow like I just did. Here I'm repeating the process on the other side of the map, changing all of the shelves and then adding in the shadows for the lamps and the shadows for the chairs. The shadows for the lamps I just copy paste, and now we're looking here. We extend the width, drop the brightness down to 0, and then the opacity is at about 0.3 or 0.4, and this gets you a really nice shadow for things that need certain lengths or longer than the provided tools that Inkarnate has. So now I'm just adjusting the brightness for a bunch of the shelves and the arches, and then we're going to move on to other tables where I'm going to do the elongated shadow for the chair here, dropping it a level, extending the width, and then making the opacity about 0.3. Next, I'm changing all of the brightnesses to reflect the light getting darker. Here in this room, the wizard staff is going to be the point of light, so we turn that green, and then we have to change the hue of a lot of other assets to reflect that. Then eventually I'm going to be taking the paintbrush and coloring the whole room at about 50% brightness, and then I will be using a 60 and 65% brightness, maybe 50 or 75, I'm not sure the brightness here, to give the idea that the light is radiating out from the wand. Now I am gathering all of the stamps that I don't want flattened together because I'm going to paint over everything else. So I group everything, then I flatten everything, then you save it, and then I go back in, add all of the lighting that I had taken out from before flattening. Once all the light has been added in, I'm going to grab a brush and start to color. Usually I grab anywhere from 0.5 to 0.35 opacity with the black brush, and now I'm kind of just painting around the circles that are formed by the radiating light. This again you can do in much finer detail if you get closer to the map, but overall you're just giving more illusion and more depth to the shadows, making them deeper, making them richer, making the things that don't have shadows lit up and seen even brighter. Once all of this is done, I'm going to highlight the entire thing and add the black shadow to the entire painting. As you'll see, you also have to get the lower levels again to help with the depth. And that final touch, there's the highlight of the whole thing. And now I work on the walls to, again, changing their brightness to give the illusion of light and shadow and depth and atmosphere. So once those are all done, just repeating for the other side. We're pretty close to finishing here. There it is, a couple more. And that is the map. That was before the shading. And there it is after the shading. Thank you for joining me today. And please like and subscribe below. Follow me on Instagram, Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, anything. And I hope you will come by again. Bye.